We are back once again, the Schmeat Nation 3 podcast presented by Power Director. I'm your host, Kieran Kale. With me, as always, Adam Rocket. Week 8 is here. Officially halfway through the regular season. How are you feeling having faced a single time?
You can't say that because it can't be halfway through the regular season already. My God.
It does not feel great in all aspects.
But here we are.
Going in. All right, well, 6-1 for you. How's that feel?
That feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, 6-1. It's pretty good. I feel like it could very easily be 6 or 7-0 as well. The only bad week that I've had so far this year was last week, and still a lot of wins. So that feels nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, I bet that is nice for you. Let's jump into the matchups.
It's pretty nice
here. Oh shit! Apparently, I have a billion tabs open. Let's see if I can find the one I need. There we go. The one titled Almond Raw Dog. No, that's the wrong one. You think you know a guy?
Oh no!
This has got to be it. Here we go.
It's like it's the first time you've done this.
Didn't close my tabs. We're a little rusty. Jumping in. I don't think anyone really expected any different. I had a brief glimmer of hope on Thursday, though.
Well, we both apparently expected different.
We didn't predict these games.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
We were foolish last week or 2 weeks ago. Jaden Daniels getting hurt. Thank God. Not starting Javonte Williams didn't totally fuck me, but Seth's team is insane. He's a juggernaut. Has a great team. Don't think that's really going to change. First week of Devontae Adams there. Garrett Wilson still did fine. And, Lamar is Lamar.
Yeah, what it comes down more for me is will Tank Bigsby continue to put up these numbers when ETN comes back? And that's pretty much the only unknown at this point on Seth's team.
Yeah, he's certainly weak at running back. Doesn't really have many others, but he can find some random guy for any single week to fill that slot and then toss up 23 at 6 a.m. So thank God I didn't get up to watch that game. That would have been pain. And then I don't know. We'll see what's happening with my team this week. Maybe a get right week with some guys coming back, but
we shall see.
We'll find out. Jumping in, Jamie, trying to go for the 2-peat. Never done before, and pretty handedly decided this one, even with the Deebo Samuel pneumonia outbreak. So just showing what she can do with Deebo Samuel out. She would have had more points had Kyle Shanahan announced the news ahead of time and benched him like he probably should have. And I don't know, she's got to feel pretty damn good here.
Yeah, I would be feeling the same way if I was her. We'll see if Deebo plays this week. Is pneumonia something you can recover from in 1 week? I don't know. She's probably loving having Aaron Jones back, and her running back situation is just so good at the moment. It seems like Najee Harris is a fine play, and Jahmyr Gibbs is just still a stud. So, yeah,
any given week for Jahmyr, and then an off week for all her receivers, and still tossed up 138 with no points from the DN kicker. So on Max's side, -5 from the Jets didn't help, but then you look at the bench, there's nothing really he could do. Staying on brand, rostering an extra kicker and an extra defense. He does get Dak back next week and ETN, I think, but I don't know.
He's playing the matchups there. Gets a good week from Zach Ertz, but I don't know if Marcus Mariota plays again, then Zach Ertz might be a target, but Jaden Daniels. But we'll see what happens.
His team, not a great showing.
It's definitely on the downswing.
Yeah. We'll see if he can scrap together a few wins and slide into the playoffs. Jumping into one that came down to Monday night. I actually thought Jasper just had Rashad Bateman when I sent the Snapchat thing, but he also had the kicker. Dicker, the kicker, comes in and secures the win over Eddie here. And then really it's just guys who did great and guys who did fucking awful on Eddie's side. Because basically everyone who put up points was like, let's fucking go. That's what I want. And then everyone else, it's not what you want. So,
yeah,
tough look.
The 2 touchdowns from Ken Walker look really good, but the second running, I mean, I get that he gets Jonathan Taylor back. Did he have people on bye this week, though? Like, why is he starting Jordan Whittington? Yes.
I guess he would have wanted Keenan
on
Allen, yeah. Yeah,
He
he's
really
forced
needs
into a
Puka to
hole.
come
I mean, you
back.
got to
Like,
keep
his
the
team,
handcuff.
yeah, his team does look a lot better when Puka comes back, which might be this week. I don't know.
I think they activated him, but I don't think he's meant to play. I mean, it's tomorrow, so we should know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's not fully activated yet, but they opened his window, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
20-day window to return.
Oh, no, the door is still open as of today at 1 o'clock. So maybe we'll see both of them out there. Yeah. That'd be interesting for him. Otherwise, Jasper, like, it's just 12-5.
It's like, how much longer are you going to play Patrick Mahomes? Like, I get that he's Patrick Mahomes, but, like, what is he, QB 20 at this point? Like, how long are you just going to keep playing that?
22. My God. That is not great.
So, it was a big bye week for him, but
I mean, he secured the W, jumps up to 2-5. Some say
I guess,
that's where
he
the
did all you need to
competition
do.
lies. Yeah. He knew what he needed to win. Reese's team is definitely a team that you can put together and start week to week. 101 for him gets blown out, even though you put up 125. Not a whole lot to say about Reese's. Your team, huge off week, and you won by 24 points.
Yeah, it was a big off week, and the Jameson Williams thing is tough. Like, but that's just kind of, I guess, what he's going to be at this point is, he's either going to be boom or bust, and it just happened to be a bust week. But Derrick Henry's awesome. Greatest pick in the draft, I feel like.
Derrick Henry is awesome.
Number one, it's good when your first 2 picks are the number 1 wide receiver and then the number 1 running back.
Yeah, that is pretty incredible. Can't ask for much more there. Yeah, nothing much more to say. I mean, there's just not enough guys on the wire to fix what's occurring. I think these are the guys.
I mean, Reese's team was just cursed from the moment after he got the number 1 overall pick. What team did he pick in Little League? Man, they really screwed him.
Yeah, should not have done that, Reese. Should not have done that. Jumping into another blowout, the other Lamb brother also blowing out a team led by a guy who lives in Seattle. So relatable posts here. 5 points from CJ Stroud and still drops 146. I mean, Brad's team really showed out this week. I didn't even think Rachaad White was doing very much, but maybe I just wasn't watching the game so closely because I had to have like SpongeBob looking both directions to watch both of them. But apparently he had 29 points. So
I had no idea that happened. Romeo Dobbs had a huge week too. Did he have 2 touchdowns this week? How did he get 17? Was this
Romeo Dobbs? He caught a deep ball touchdown. I mean, 8 for 94. No touchdown. Never mind. No touchdown. Oh, it was Wicks who got the touchdown.
Just straight up 17 points. The organic.
Yeah. And they got Jacksonville coming up, so that's a juicy matchup. Over on Andrew's side, I mean, Ayuk was pretty unlucky. I'm surprised Mooney didn't do more, and then the goose from Cortland Sutton on Thursday.
Yeah.
But big.
I mean, he's got pieces there. It's a bye week for him. I think his team looks a lot better next week, and then especially with Tua coming back, the Achane play might. When Tua was there, John Achane was awesome. So.
Yeah. No, he's a fair weather podcast fan, so we don't have to talk too much about his team.
That's true.
Jumping in, another absolute nail biter. I was live with Connor during this one. He's rooting for fucking Ladd McConkey. Who did nothing in the first half, and thank God he came around because the Chargers D just lost all their points in the second half. Secures a 2-point victory. Is this the closest we've had this season? I think it might be.
Like a 1.5 point victory, especially because didn't Parker have people playing on Monday night too? Yeah, he had Mike Evans, and then Mike
Evans with the touchdown and then the hamstring. Oof.
Yeah, that is tough.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what we really should have done is gone through and been panic or not panicked, but Parker's team had a lot of guys do a whole bunch of nothing and doesn't really have great depth there either, just kind of a bunch of randos on the bench, so I'd be a little panicked. Connor secures the second win.
Yeah, big win for Connor. I mean, winning at the right, well, Sucks to be getting your second win this late, but it's better now than never. While the season's still somewhat alive.
Yeah.
All you got to do is go 5-2 in the second half, and you might have a chance.
Very obtainable after dropping 112. All right. Jumping into the power rankings. Not entirely sure, but then I look at the teams and I'm like, why do I have faith in my team? So I should probably lower us down there, but we don't. Slot me in at number 4. I still got you at 1, but you move yourself down to 2. Tell me about Jamie's team.
I did, just kind of like an off week, and I feel like the last 2 weeks, Jamie put up like she put up 138, and then the week before, I think she put up 141 or like 170 something. Sorry.
Yeah, I believe it. Her team is strong.
But like her team just looks disgusting. Like, just up and down, every single person is someone that I would love to have on my team. If AJ Brown didn't miss time, he'd probably be in the top 20 of wide receivers, which puts every single position she has in the top 20 for their respective position.
Yeah, I mean, you assume the same thing from Devo, right? And then even as a top 20 wide receiver in Wandale over on the bench, so she got wide receivers coming out of her ass.
I mean, yeah, the depth is
got
there
them all.
too. So
even
it's just one of those teams where it's like I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, this team probably better than mine. I don't know, and I like my team.
Wild.
I
We've got. I'll still give the nod to Seth. I mean, how do you not? It's like he just absolutely gapes my asshole wide open, and then I'm just supposed to turn around and not keep him at 2. Crazy. His team's gross. Does hinge a little bit on Lamar, of course, as you would expect, but
that's what I was saying. And like
wide receivers,
I don't think that. Let me see what I had. What did I have set at?
Yeah, I'm at 3. I mean,
I had
top
him at
3,
but I put him at 3 now just because the Tank Bigsby of it. He's got good things everywhere, but that second running back, like,
damn.
And if ETN were out for the season, I would be like, damn, this guy is incredible. But it's ETN is back, and they would probably split carries out of there. So
yeah, it's fair. It's fair. I'm excited for the matchup with Brad this week. This is really this is where I feel like a turning point. It's wild to rate yourself so high when you've been so absolutely dog shit. But look at the defense and kicker. I'm dialed in. That's all I gotta say.
I have 2 number 1s for position ranks, and you have 2 number 1s for position ranks.
It feels good when
we are the same.
Your kicker and your defense are number 1 on the season. I mean, that's what you want in the draft. So I was saying before the podcast, I'm excited for Jaden to be out so that I can start Caleb Williams and not get baited by the Jaden into that staunch Bears D. So, and I have a tight end. Public apology to Mark Andrews.
You have Cooper Kupp back. Like the pieces are there for you. Like the team looks better than the records. I will say.
And Tua, my number 1 pick's back, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Drake London. I think what happened is that I went to London the year that I had Drake London. Like, I'm kind of a legend. That's all you have to do to get him gassed up. Now he's player rank at 3, dude. We're huge. Biggest mover. We don't have one? What happened here? Give me back. What?
We didn't do it beforehand. It was all of the.
Wait. I'm confused.
How did I hit the column because I deleted all. These are all wrong.
You deleted them all. We can't undo.
These are wrong. Are they wrong? I
did them all.
These. Oh, okay. Then this is.
Yeah.
I didn't do them. So.
Biggest downer.
Take this out of post. I didn't start doing them, so I figured that they didn't get done.
No, I went into damn. No respect.
I know.
Thinks he's irreplaceable when it comes to staying down or up. And we're not good at predicting the matchups. So
this year's been tough.
I want to take a peek at Eddie's team because I want you to tell me if you're nervous or confident in it for the rest of the season.
I'm definitely nervous at it looking at the flex. My God. You never want to see Ricky Pearsall in the flex.
What do you mean? It's not often you get to start someone who's been shot and then still plays that season.
I guess Brian Robinson wasn't shot this year, but he did play in that season, and I believe he was at least decent.
That's what I mean. You don't think Ricky's gonna be good too?
I don't know. Word is still out. I haven't seen him play yet, so
Debo
I
will
was
probably sit.
avoiding
Who
Brian
has Jawan
Robinson at the
Jennings?
end of
Is
the
that
year.
Reese? Someone's gotta have him. Envy starting him, no? That must be Connor then if it's not Reese. Oh yeah. He's gotta fire this guy up. This is another potential for a beast. So
He'll see that projection and he'll slot him in the lineup. Maybe, I don't know. He's got pretty high projections this week.
yeah. Well, so
It'd be crazy. I'm
yeah,
probably
I don't
pretty.
know. Eddie seems so tough for me, but it keeps pulling through for him, which
I
is
don't
very
really like.
frustrating as a hater.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm not a huge fan of Tony Pollard, although I guess he is averaging 14 points a game. And maybe George Pickens with Russ is the real deal. Who knows? It just
Yeah, they got a
I
cakewalk this week.
don't
So.
necessarily like the pieces on his team.
And he gets
So
Puka back. Oh man, potential late season run there. Let's peek
yeah,
the
I mean
standings
it's
before we get
definitely
into the
got the
matchups.
potential to make a run.
All right, right
Where
now
is he? Oh,
Max
and he's
holding
seventh in the
on.
standing. Okay, I could see his
Yeah.
team making playoffs. Yeah, I
I mean, look at the 3 and 4s.
Probably got a better team than Mac.
Yeah, this is a huge week, I think, for a lot of people. So
Yeah.
should be fun. 2 and 5, you're not out of it. Up every morning, look and say you're not out of it, Kieran.
Yeah, I mean you're one game out of a playoff spot.
Yeah, we're kind of built different. All right, jumping into the matchups for this week. Let's rip it. All right, fresh off getting pounded by one lamb, we go right back into it, baby, with another lamb. No lamb. I haven't eaten lamb in 2 weeks. Just clamoring for that lamb, dude, but can't support the brand. Not in the lamb stretch. Bradley going up against me. ESPN gives me an 8.4 favorite here at home. Up against Brad, who just dropped like 1 billion points. But you can see the player rankings. I mean, not having a
I mean, the difference in the spread is just coming from the defense there. I can't imagine he starts Brown's defense against Baltimore.
What do you mean he picked him so high in the draft? When you believe, you believe. He'd have to drop. He doesn't really have droppable dudes. He'd have to drop someone.
Literally, Luke McCaffrey and Blake Corum are incredibly droppable pieces. I don't know what we're talking about.
That's what you think right now, dude.
Luke McCaffrey gets 3 points a game, and he's played every game. I mean, fair enough, but
historically, when we tell him to do something, it's the worst decision possible. So I'm sure Brown's D is gonna get a pick 6 or something.
Something like that. Yeah, and then over on your side, dude, just looking at those ones in the
it feels good, doesn't it? And they're lined up like they're next to each other. It's really nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Undrafted Broncos D this year. Felt good picking them up, and it's felt good every single week. So
yeah, that is crazy.
We'll see if Tua coming back changes Tyreek Hill. I don't understand if you're good how you do so bad with the QBs that are in there, despite the QBs throwing like nearly 200 yards, which is bad. But why is he getting nothing?
Did you watch any of the Dolphins game?
No.
So I didn't watch a ton of it either, but every time they cut to it on Red Zone, it was literally Tyler Huntley throwing a pass behind the line of scrimmage and the guy taking it for 20 to 30 yards or something. So that's why Johnny Smith had said they threw so many tight end screens. It's crazy. So I don't think that the performance of the QB, even though he had nearly 200 yards, is necessarily an indictment on the wide receivers because it's not like either of them did great. I say as I snip my copium as a Jalen Waddle owner.
Yeah, we'll see. I get to start the 4 wide receivers I drafted in the first 4 rounds, and then the tight end I drafted in the 5th round. So, the teams have full strength. Good. Yeah, we're back. As I said before, like I think Jane Daniels is a trap this week. Chicago's pretty damn tough to play against. So I hope he sits because if he plays, I have to play him. But he's supposed to. So
I'm gonna take Brad in this matchup. I believe in Brad.
Not surprising. I would too. But I'll take myself. I've taken 5 L's, so I guess we haven't been here to record, but not great in the predictions there. But this is the week, because if it's not, 2 and 6, can you even make the playoffs? Probably not. Jumping into the next one, another 2-5 team, this time up against a 5-2 team, and another lamb in the column. A lot of single digits in the player rankings versus only a couple single digits in the player rankings, and probably the position that you don't want single digits in as much as some of the others. This one could be an absolute blowout.
Yeah, I don't think that Seth is going to struggle too hard. I mean, the player projections are just not great. I mean, even Patrick Mahomes is down at 16. Jasper, come on, you got to move on.
I do think he owns this team, though, but you might know the stats on.
He
this
did
one.
not last year on Christmas. Last team to lose to the Raiders was, or last team to beat the Chiefs was the Raiders.
Oh, shit. Okay. I could be wrong. In Vegas, though.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Oh my God, Jasper! I guess after coming off the win, but man, he's got Brandon Aubrey, the absolute cheat.
Well, dude, Brandon Aubrey, will he be on his conscience whether or not he convicts that guy as guilty or innocent? For those that don't know, he is serving on jury duty this week.
He's serving jury duty? What?
Yeah, he missed practice today because he was at jury duty.
He couldn't get out of it? Man, me neither, man.
That's what I thought, dude. Oh. I thought that he would have been able to get out of it, but apparently not. NFL players, man, just like us.
Yeah, just like us. Yeah. You know, it's funny because
DeAndre Swift back in the lineup, I imagine. But
I'm pretty sure he made roster moves. But maybe
I can't imagine he would be starting Darius Slayton over.
I thought this guy was on bye. Oh no, he's not. No, okay. I guess he hasn't made moves, so we'll have to assume Jasper will have Swift, who's projected 17 points. What a come up for Swift. Okay, Jasper, running back guru at the moment, going up against non-running back guru Seth, but every other position is Seth's favorite. So I think we're both taking Seth here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No Yippit to win it. It is voting time, so hashtag Yippit to win it for I don't know, jury judge 678 or some shit. I don't know. Someone's running unopposed. I voted you, Jasper. Don't worry. Another one that I think will be a blowout, and so does ESPN. 29.4 points. Dogs, Max, going into the Fighting Deans. You, Adam. 6-1, but Max does have a lot of single play. What are these rank? Oh, because Godwin's out.
Yeah, I mean, Godwin is out. And Devin Singletary is now splitting carries with Tyrone Tracy. So, but I guess he does have ETN on the bench.
Who's horrible. I did think he's done literally nothing this year. This is tough to look at. Maybe TJ Hawkinson. He's already listed as out. So is he out? No, he's questionable. I don't know why he's listed as out there, but I guess that's just ESPN.
Okay, we'll see if he comes back. If only he could flex Jake Bates.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's definitely roster moves to be made. It definitely isn't a 30-point spread.
Yeah. I hope he'll take out Chris Godwin for sure. It would be awesome if you could do this. I mean, you should probably check it Tuesday for the waivers. But it would be awesome if you could get your team set for Wednesday. I don't know. I mean, I think Miami's a tough matchup for quarterbacks, so maybe Kyler Murray struggles. I don't know if it really matters, though. Maybe we're spending too much time on this one again.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's just one of those guys where does he get a 40-yard running touchdown this week or not? I'm hoping that it's kind of a slugfest because then Jalen Waddle might get some touchdowns. But, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I hope Miami can start throwing the football as well. I'll take you.
I am also taking me.
Which has been a safe bet this year. 6-1. Pretty good. Oh, yeah. And enter to win 2 Seahawks tickets at the Conoco app. All right, jumping into the next one. Despite Connor having a high projection, got to be one of his season highest there, he's still 19-point dogs going up against Jamie's Jocks, projected 156. The average will say that's legit. Maybe my power rankings are
This is
wrong.
why I had the power in the power rankings. I mean, look at this juggernaut of a team. Like, Aaron Jones would be a top 5 running back if he didn't miss time. A.J. Brown, probably a top 12 wide receiver. Like, this team is just disgusting.
That is a nasty team. No thought to Connor having a couple player ranking 3 guys. And 2 tight ends. 3 tight ends on the roster. That's good.
This guy is boarding all of the tight ends.
Does have all the tight ends. Connor, do not trade those away. it's
I mean,
beneficial for the league to keep those out of other people's hands. Yeah, this one he's
this
going to
is
need a
just
couple
another one.
miracles. He could probably start Sam Laporta instead of Vlad McConkey. I don't think that's a crazy move. Or is this guy
Sam
just
Laporta's
I guess
done nothing. Yeah, I
is
mean,
just
now that
horrible?
Jameson Williams is
Oh,
out,
he's horrible.
maybe he'll get some attention, but like he hasn't had more than 4 catches this year. Like he was the ultimate bait coming in.
Huh. Would
Like, I
improve
can't
your
believe that
tight
this
end
guy.
core. Yeah, look. This is crazy to me. 3 points better than Mark Andrews? Not even true. Not even true, ESPN. Yeah, Jamie, good lord. That is a crazy team. It's nice to see it with little check marks. It makes it easy for people who are stupid like me.
Yeah,
I didn't
we'll
look
see
at this
if
team
Connor
when I
comes
was
in here
ranking.
and makes changes to what he's doing. But this looks like the lineup that would be on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's got to get
He
Jennings in.
might get Jelon Jennings coming in.
Damn, man. Maybe it's different with the Jawan Jennings angle. This one could be closer than you think, but I will take Jamie.
I am also taking Jamie.
Especially because the Niners own Dallas and they have them at home too. Oof.
Yeah. I mean, what tight end is George Kittle's?
Second.
It's Brock Bowers.
Yeah, Brock Bowers, #1. I hate to go against him this week. Oh, and it's a mirror matchup, so Connor, an opportunity to really shake things up. I hope you can do it. Jumping in here, we got, oh my God, another. There are not supposed to be close games this week, but Andrew, 31.2 point favorites going into the Giant Geckos.
Yeah,
There's not a lot to say here. They're
not looking good for Reese, especially because the best part of his team, Baker Mayfield, just lost his weapons.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, will Baker Mayfield continue to put up almost 30 points without Chris Godwin and Mike Evans? Like, history will say no if you look at his games where he doesn't have Chris Godwin and Mike Evans.
Goodness, that is tough sledding for Reese. Andrew does have some decent depth there now with D-Hop. Probably going to be a playable piece. Maybe not this week unless you want to go for that flyer, touchdown. But certainly in the coming weeks with that acquisition by the Chiefs. So,
we'll see what happens with D-Hop too, because that guy will play 17 or 18 games this year if he plays this week. I don't think Tennessee has their bye yet, right?
Wow, man, can he sustain it on his body? He's already questionable.
Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah, that goes. Yeah, the tough part is Andrew's like he's having a tough time getting the right people into the lineup. So we'll see if he can do it here against what should be a bit of a cakewalk there. I think Reese probably lowest average on the season. He's got Metcalf and Pittman out. I think that's why his team looks so rough around the edges.
DK Metcalf this huge round. That was another piece that was shining.
Yeah, that is tough to see. I can't imagine a scenario where Andrew loses this, despite me having him very low on the power rankings.
I have him very high on the power rankings, and that means I will be taking him in this matchup.
Yeah, I'll take him as well. A quick check. Yeah, had Reese lower. Easy decision there. And here we go. Game of the week. Eddie, 3-4, going up against Parker. Line's essentially even here. Parker also 3-4. Huge playoff implications here. 7th and 8th on the thing. And should be a good one. I have a tough time picking this one. 2 teams I have been very tough on. I expect a lot out of these guys, and I've not had very many nice things to say here. Eddie has the slight edge with the averages. I know that factors a lot for you. How are you feeling about this game?
I feel like this is probably, like ESPN says, I think this is the most even matchup of the week. Like, I don't know. Both of these teams are playing pieces that I wouldn't really be wanting to play on my team, such as Tutu Atwell and Cade Otton. Like, I do hate playing 2 tight ends, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Yeah, Parker. Yeah, not a lot.
I
If he
love
could take
Parker's team with Mike Evans
flyers,
a lot more.
yeah, definitely think Mike Evans was a crucial piece, and I'm sure he drafted him as such, probably in the second or third round. And that is correct. So, yeah, that's a tough loss. Hopefully, he gets him back before the playoffs, and Parker can scrap around a few wins. Let's see who I got here. I have Parker one spot ahead, and so do
I
you. This
also
is gonna be
have Parker
tough,
one
dude.
spot ahead.
Who are you taking?
Oh man, I feel like we can't match up on 5 out of 6 matchups again, and I feel like you're not gonna take Parker.
That
So
is a
I'm
good
gonna
call.
take Parker.
Give me Eddie. I mean,
Kadon
Tony
is the
Pollard,
new Mike Evans.
Tony. I guess Kadon should get a bump. Although we didn't see Jalen McMillan in anyone's roster. Who picked that guy up? Was that me? Do I have him? Who won the lottery there? It must have been Connor.
Did
What?
someone already have
That's
him
me?
on the team?
All right. One moment.
Let me look. I'm looking it up.
Here you got it.
Yeah, he is on the GGs.
Who the hell is that? I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's on the Geckos. The
Oh,
giant
he
Geckos.
wasn't in Reese's lineup? That seems shocking. Let's go back into that matchup. Maybe he was. We just looked right over. Fans are punching the screen right now. He's not in the starting roster for Reese. Reese wants to see how it is.
Yeah.
I
He's got to
suppose.
see how he looks.
Anyway, back to this one. Yeah, I like. Should be good matchups, I suppose, on Eddie's side. So maybe I feel good about that one. But I don't necessarily know if I'd want either of the two teams going down the stretch, and I'm 2-5, so maybe you do want these teams. I'm just full white. One
I
moment.
know, right? It is very white.
There's nothing like turning on the. Wait, I can show this new thing I got.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
RGB.
Look like a real
lamp.
stream right now.
Let's go.
The podcast studio upgrades go crazy.
I don't know why my other light isn't on. Yeah, look at that. Set that to that. I have this one on a timer, but I guess I fucked it up. Now this is epic. Okay, turn this one back to crazy mode. And activate. Yeah. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right at the end of the podcast, we adjusted the lighting. Anything else to say here? David and Joker should be good for him.
Did you take Eddie? These guys are both fighting for playoff spots, playoff positioning right now. ESPN gives Eddie a 44% chance to make playoff, and Parker only a 27% chance to make playoffs.
That is brutal, I guess. Yeah. Give me Eddie, and then we'll jump over there. Look at that shit. That's crazy because I think I also have like no chance to make playoffs.
Your chance to make playoffs is 25%. So you only have 2% worse chance than Parker. You are literally one game out of a playoff spot right now.
Man,
because that 6 seed is 3
for Eddie though. That's crazy. Let's go look at it. The bye must be feeling pretty cozy here.
The bye.
Have you played Jamie? When did you play Jamie?
I lost to Jamie. Jamie's my only loss.
Oh.
For her, it was my wedding gift to her.
Oh yeah. Who'd Jamie lose to? She lost to Parker, that's for sure.
I think she lost to Connor. Maybe.
Oh, did she lose to Connor? That does sound right.
I think you gotta go.
Yeah, this will show it. No, she lost to Brad. Wow, big time too.
She played Connor? Oh, she plays Connor this week.
She definitely didn't lose in there.
She might. I'm hoping. I need these 5-2 teams to be knocked out.
Last peek at the old rankings here. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's hopefully we can get some matchups correct. Any other words?
Yeah, awesome to not. I went positive this week, which was good. But I think I had a 1-5 week there earlier, so that's tough.
It's tough sledding. All right. Well, good luck, Schmeat Nation.
Yeah, we will catch you on the flippity flip.